What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another match reaction. Embarrassing. I don't even have words anymore. It's worse than embarrassing at this point. But welcome to the channel for another match reaction. Before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and I'm gonna say it's time to go. Like, it was time to go. The season is a wrap now. If anyone still believed in the title, well, that's done. And looking at that squad, you're not making top 4. You're not even getting close to top 4 like this. So it's a wrap. So at this point, the simplest thing, the easiest thing to do is kick him out, bring someone else in, and see how it goes, because we are going absolutely nowhere anyway with this manager. So you can just take a punt at this point and see how it goes. Like, if you don't make top 4, if you lose out of the Champions League, it's gonna happen anyway at this rate. So you might as well build something completely from the ground, because you're building absolutely nothing. You're building nothing sustainable, nothing on the short term, not even that. Like, you're not even building a short-term solution. We look horrendous. We look like one of the worst sides in Serie A. We are one of the worst sides in Serie A. We have 13 points after 8 games. We have won no away game. Allegri has won no big game since he returned. Everything is fine. Everything is rosy. There's no problems. They believe everything will be fine. You will hear the rumors about, or the talks about, hey, we're missing Pogba, Chiesa. If anyone with a sane mind thinks we are being this shit because we are missing Pogba and Chiesa, you need help. Like, it is what it is. We look dreadful from front to back and from back to front once again. Players are not playing for this manager. There's no fight, there's no team spirit. They don't believe in absolutely anything. The moment they concede, they can easily concede 10 goals. That's the feeling you get. They're mentally weak, embarrassing. They're technically poor. They are not well coached. It's an absolutely shit show. It's an embarrassing. And I don't even have the energy to rip players, because McKennie is trash. Locatelli is playing awful. Danilo was getting cooked. Cuadrado is not a football player anymore. Vlahovic making mistakes after mistakes because he's playing so deep. Week in, week out, he's frustrated as shit. When you bring on McKennie at halftime, you were losing control of that game. You were 1-0 down, you bring in McKennie. What does that tell you as a fan? And to be honest, to the players in the locker room, because they know, hold on, we are chasing the game, and that's what you are trying to do now? Like, it's an embarrassing. This was a must-win game. We lost. Not even a point. We lost. And we had absolutely no chance of getting anything out of that game. Like, it was not, oh, we were unlucky. I don't want to hear the ref. I don't want to hear anything. We deserve to lose that game. We got off very good, because it should have been worse than 2-0. There's no excuses. But the club will tell you everything is fine. They're building on a 3-year project. No idea what that project is. We are 1.5 years in that project, and we are worse than when we started the project, and we were bad at that point. So I don't know what project the club is building, because the players' heads are gone. Like, they're gone. Like, they are not playing for that coach. They are playing for absolutely nothing. They have no clue what to do. Absolutely no clue. Tactically, like, in the first 50 minutes we had something. Pioli just changed it, and Locatelli was gone. Like, yeah, like, and I don't really blame him. He was poor, but like, he was getting overwhelmed by that midfield. He was on his own, poor. Cuadrado, poor. Like, everybody is poor. And yes, we have bad players in that team, but don't tell yourself that every single player is that poor. Every single player is that poor at the same time every single week. That's not really normal. That squad is good enough to compete. I don't care what people say. It's good enough to compete. It is. It's not a complete squad. I agree. We have some absolutely dead ballers in that team. I agree. But we shouldn't have only 13 points. We shouldn't look like a side fighting for mid-table spots. That's what we are at best. The season is gone. It's the start of October. We are 7 points off top, probably 10. We are nowhere near that. We don't look good enough to even make top 4. 99% out of that Champions League. What are we playing for? What is the club? What is the club's aim at this point? What? I don't know what they believe. Like, what is the point? Like, I don't get it. I actually don't understand what the point is the club is trying to achieve. But yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. You should have been gone before international break. That was the moment you needed to make that decision, because everybody knew where this was going. We won 2 games. I said, yeah, just ride the wave. We were still playing bad. Like, we're not looking good. I've said it, and people in the comments were saying, you're being negative even after a win. I saw this coming. Like, don't let those wins fool you. We are poor. We are actually very poor. And it's from top to bottom, by the way. It's from Agnelli focusing on things he shouldn't be focusing on. The stadium is absolutely a disaster. It's dead. It's never sold out. NetFed wants a different thing. Arrivabene just comes in, has more say than someone who's been at the club for a decade as a manager, let alone as a player who's a club legend. Who he openly said, Arrivabene, I still need to learn the world of football, and he has more power in this club. He has more say in this club. How is that okay? How is that a healthy structure? It goes from top to bottom. We change people every week, every season. It's a complete disaster. They messed up once again. It's a shit show, and we're going nowhere. So at this point, you can as well give it to Montero or like a random people, because we're going absolutely no places. We're not going to get top 4 like this. We're not making the Champions League anyway. So what's the point? At least give the fans something at this point, because we are looking at abysmal performances every week. Like, players have no desire, no intent. You can see like the way Bonucci lets players skip by him, Vlahovic giving balls away, misplaced passes, not taking, not wanting to make that final run. At some point, there was a defender running, I think it was at Alexander, and he was scared to pass that ball. He was scared to get hit, so he just took a little flick, lost it because he was scared to get hit. Like, these players are not playing for the manager, not even for the club at the moment. Like, not even that. There's absolutely nothing in that team, and I don't know what the point is. If anyone can tell me what the club thinks the point is of all this, then please let me know, because I have no clue what the aim is of the club by keeping Allegri in the job, because we're going nowhere. So if anyone can tell me what the club might be thinking, let me know, because I have no clue. The only thing is pride, and Agnelli is making that decision, because if Agnelli was not that involved, and he shouldn't be that involved in on the field things, he shouldn't be doing that, then he was already been gone, because you have people who actually know stuff about football making those decisions, and not people who are good at promoting a brand, which I don't really care. I don't want to hear that as a fan. If you do that, great, I want to win, period. Then he would have been gone. He probably wouldn't have been hired in the first place, I believe. But it is what it is. That's the situation we are in now. And if you keep him, we're going to be on this wave all season long. We'll probably not win again Maccabi. We will win a game in Serie A, draw a game, win another game, lose another game. This is the season we're going to go ahead, because these players are mentally drained already, and it's the beginning of October. They don't believe in absolutely nothing. Like, they were crying, for fuck's sake, away to Monda on the pitch, arguing on the pitch in front of the cameras, coaching decisions. Like, it's a shit show that the club created, and the club is helping, to establish at this point. They are like, Agnelli is establishing, like, he is putting that in the players' mind that they're weak at this point, because they don't believe in each other. And there's no fight, absolutely nothing. I don't even want to speak anymore, because like, it's repetitive. So I'm gonna end this video. Please like the video, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the situation, and yeah, we will see you back in the next one. Ciao.